Day 39, Australian Adventure, 2026. Name is Joshua Grady. But anyway, what to say, at Warnessa Farms, been doing about 20 hours a week in greenhouses, working on an irrigation drip system for a hydroponic, I'm sorry about all the albums, for a hydroponic eggplant, paprika, tomato. They got passion fruit and mangoes, but they're not really hydroponic. I don't think you'd call them that. The other ones have various bags and pH levels, chemicals being pumped in, blah, 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 but no like pesticides. It seems to be pretty organic. But anyway, there's 5 of us here, somebody from South Africa, 2 English girls, a British girl, no, a German girl, my bad, and like a couple from Liverpool, I think, called Scouse. I'd heard of it before through music, but I don't honestly really know. Love the accent though. What else? There's a puppy here named Luna who isn't supposed to be a house dog, but she comes down to the volunteer house and she spends the night. And last night she came in and was trying to tell me something. I think that either she wanted to go outside or that her water bowl was empty. But she hopes everybody will feed her, and besides giving her like, a pepper or something, I don't really do anything like that because we're not supposed to feed her. But she goes out every morning and cleans out the dirt where somebody drops their grease, which is kind of funny, kind of sad. Let's see, went for a walk today. Walked to the end of the dirt road. Really love the trees and the pastures or paddocks, as they like to call them. There's a hole, like a dugout sand pit, between the volunteer house and the uh, road. There's like a reserve also, like right next door. But the sand pit has a lot of possibilities, although I don't think it's going to be used for anything particular. Looks like it was meant to bury something originally and never got to it. One of the things I've noticed about Australian properties is that most of the farms have like 10 cars on them, 6 of which don't seem to be working, but I'm not sure how all the details work on that. The irrigation system's currently being held up by a lack of pipe, but we're also going to have a lack of stakes and probably a lack of reducers, whatever those are called, the plugs. What else? I've been assigned greenhouse 1, which has aphids, and we do twisting there, kind of as a last resort, although I imagine there's going to be complaints at some point because our efforts have been on restringing 6 and doing the irrigation as well as other projects, and so I definitely have only done 2 rows out of the 9, although Ellie's been working on like rows 6 back, and I don't know how far she's gotten on them. What else? Was using Starlink from the Scouse couple, and either today was the last day or they decided not to do it, or whatever, but it's down right now, and so I don't know when this is going to get uploaded. Probably next time I'm in town. But anyway, I was given him $15 Australian for that, which I thought was a really good deal. Tried to get other people to join in on it, but nobody went for it. And yeah, our team cohesion is kind of questionable. The synergy is definitely lacking, but good people overall, as far as I can tell. What else? Accidentally erased all my Don't Starve saves, and I just picked the cloud save for it both times it asked me, and the second time it erased them, so I don't know what happened. But it's kind of that MR5 reset of 7 days that plagues don't starve, and I don't really think it's that terrible. It's not like I'm not going to play more, and it's not like anybody else had anything invested in any of those worlds but me, which is a good thing. What else? Falling in love with the wine here because it's super cheap. It's like $3 a bottle, for like 13% wine, which bypasses the $100 per pure liter of spirits, um, which makes any bottle of like vodka or whiskey or whatever like $50 Australian, and almost all that's just pure taxes. They've been trying to get under control the black market of the cigarettes here, but it's just been going wild. Like there's predictions that black market has 80% of the cigarettes because they're charging like 40-50 bucks for a pack of 20 cigarettes, and the black market can produce them for 12 or less, and the fines don't scale because it's not a scheduled drug. It's just a tax and excise issue. And so like realistically, kind of like salt smugglers back in France, they've bred an entirely new class of criminal, which could be seen as a beautiful thing. But on the flip side, there's now a lot of firebombing and people are actually dying because there's like $6 billion worth of market out there. Like at one point in like 2017, the government was up in the tax and they were getting like 16 billion in tax, but now they're down to like 7 or 8, and they keep raising the tax twice a year to give you an idea of how bad it's gotten. That's how much money the government's lost by trying to tax it. And like I looked it up, and the supplies are coming from like China and Indonesia and the United Arab Emirates. Apparently, it's just wholesale, pumping it out and pumping it in. And like they've even started putting the government warning labels on it, like producing the exact same photocopied, packaging, and then just running it right over the finished product, making it almost indistinguishable from the actual legal one. And so they're going to get into a stamping, they're going to get into a tracking issue, they're going to get into an enforcement issue. Like it is just, man, from a former perspective, going, this is a heyday and the sun is shining. But for me personally, I'm not playing the game this time, and I have no interest in it while I'm down here trying to be a good boy. But on the flip side of that, you should just know this is a beautiful land with beautiful people, and they have some crazy, wacky personalities, ideas, philosophies, but overall they just want everybody to be able to go to bed at night and have their stomachs full, and want to see the day tomorrow, which I think is a good thing for humanity. And I wish everybody everywhere well, and wish you could all be Australian. Good night.